Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show 'em skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show 'em skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? How about it? Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. Coming out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show 'em skills.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Fielded about a yard deep. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game, and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. And an alley to run.
Only able to get it to the...
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Said I'm getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah. took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. No help, always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb, I don't get to take off. A hater get up, I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Ariel, back. 280!
Mike 54. Come on. Switch.
Bush. 22 jet bomber.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Topper!
Here's Wentz to throw. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
He's checking. Watch the ship.
You draw focus.
Watch the ship. Kill.
Wentz now to throw. And this is incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though. Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not the way they wanted to begin things yet. The interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points. And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down. This will go for 5 up to the 33. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Sproles, the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts. So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier. Dancing to his left. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Watch the screen. Pass. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Here we go. 47. Here we go. Kill. Here we go. 26.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott escaping the pressure right. He's got the connection to Cooper. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. That's what I do. We're going to 54. 180. Hey, kill. Here we're going to 52. Here we're going to 53. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 19. On the counter, Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake. Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And a result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40.
Trying the right side with Howard. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, orbit.
Play action. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 70-0 leads. They don't last very long.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Prescott on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Keep playing hard, fellas. All day. Let's get it. Here we go. 480. Coming. 47. Coming. Like 50, man. Here we go. Go. Get out there. I know he ain't got it. 26.
Prescott from the gun on third. Flushed out right. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Check four. Mike's 50. Hey, kill. Ball trot. 50. Mike 50. He don't know no better. Mike's 50.
First down, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Draw play, Elliott. And an alley to run. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check, crouch, 6-6, bullet high.
Begin. Jack!
On play action, Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
54. Bravo. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Check on flag. Check 3.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him. On 2nd and 9, Prescott, and that's Elliott, complete. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 32 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. The second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Come on. Hey, wahoo!
On play action, it's Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. With that incompletion, we step league-wide for a second. I want to discuss Saquon Barkley's injury. Obviously, that hurts the Giants, who are having a quarterback change. And, look, Daniel Jones looked good, but they're going to need Saquon Barkley in that backfield.
In a big way. Not just as a runner, obviously, but his ability to catch the ball in the backfield, make plays in open space. 4 to 8 weeks with a high ankle sprain. Horrible news, not just for the Giants, but how about fantasy football teams? All right, if you've got Saquon Barkley, many of you selected him at number 1 in your draft. Now he's going to be out for a decent portion of the season.
You better hit your waiver wire and get Wayne Gallman quickly. To throw is Wentz. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The 10.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. Slept on the team, now they they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Same packet nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the errands need a reservation, and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and our home team. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Ezekiel Elliott. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. Elliott, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
46. 50 to go. We're going to 52.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On second and 11 now. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case,
and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at the 20.
Watch the split. Watch the split. Watch the split. Watch the split.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll come up second and 6 now from the 24.
6-man. Check girls, check girls, check girls.
Sunday.
Presto.
87.
Running with Howard. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
87. Straight 15.
Wentz going to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Hey, box truck. X3, 218, jump.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. Now Howard. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it staring at a third down and 13. On third and long, it's Wentz. Hard throw, incomplete. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
On first down, it's Howard. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Hey, Charlie. Check 54. Go. Watch the pass. Check. Kill. Watch the recon, 132 fighter.
They run with Howard. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, shoot.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
27.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Eluding the pressure right. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
81.
54 is Mike.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Throwing now is Wentz. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, his second sack of the night. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott from the gun. He'll let it fly for Austin. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
Straight 15. Hey, forward, Tokyo. Hey, exit.
From midfield, here's Wentz. He'll hit Jackson complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, nice 7.
Wentz. That's caught by Howard. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
40. Forward, Tokyo.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Howard. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And that will be incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A first down throw for Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Prescott now. He sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A give to Howard, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
They go with Howard again. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He was brought down by Malik.
Okay, ready, I see you.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go. We got motion, back up. Right there, 54.
Sunday.
54, Mike. Check pass.
Hey, echo.
One set. Check, Mike.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And an alley run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards, a first down. A good run by Jordan Howard. And now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
We got 4.
Let's find 7. Hey, Steve 6.
Mike 5-4. Cover. 54 is Mike.
On 2nd down now. It's Howard. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
Mike 54.
Sunday. Hey, stop it.
Mike 5-4. Hey, watch this. 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54. Pick it up, guys, pick it up.
Kill.
54, right there. 54 Mike. Watch the run. Hey, one set. Check, Mike.
They'll run on first down. Howard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike 5-4. Let's go, D.
46 down, man, 5-4.
54 is Mike.
2 minutes left to go. This one surprisingly still scoreless. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Hey, Haywood.
I'm coming. Check safety, check.
57.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Howard. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Just like that. Just like that.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And they will take a knee here. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Elliott is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Well, it took a while to get anything on the scoreboard, but we finally have our first points of the contest.
So the question now becomes, can they make this one stand up? And the way that these defenses have played, those 3 points almost look like 30, don't they?
Yeah, those 3 points look like a miracle right now. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position. A touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead. Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go.
Check. We're going to 54.
Prescott to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things. If it didn't go well in your game, with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.
100-yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve for the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and our home team. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 24-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. On third down, Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Let's go. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. They set up the screen to Petty. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Now Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Petty, the first down carry. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Mike 48. Watch the roll.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Wilson, this one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun to give to Penny. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Escaping Wilson, hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I think I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. That one complete to Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down, as on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. On 2nd down, here's Penny. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski will turn to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Charles, with that incompletion, I want to step back for a second, just talk about the quarterbacks this year. It's an interesting stat that you and I were looking at before the game. 40 quarterbacks have been used in the first 3 weeks of the NFL season, most in the Super Bowl era. Some injuries and then just some changes at QB.
Yeah, 20 of the starting quarterbacks this past Sunday under the age of 27. But what I like about what I'm seeing, despite the injuries, retirements, guys being unable to play, I'm seeing these youngsters and backups come in and play well in a lot of cases. Gardner Minshew in Jacksonville is taking charge there. They got their first win. Kyle Allen, 4-touchdown pass for Carolina in relief of Cam Newton. They got their first win. Going into week 3, the collective quarterback rating for the season, 94.0, which was the highest at that stage of the season in a long time in the NFL. So maybe the quarterbacking straits that we talk about all the time aren't as dire as we've made them out to be.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This one from 46 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
He's checking.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Go 46.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Go to 54. Good. Right there. 54, right there.
Here's Elliott. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to run.
No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Check 3.
Looking to throw. Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
To throw is Prescott. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Running with Elliott, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this 4th quarter and the rest of this game very interesting. From the 24, Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Penny on the counter, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 37-yard line.
Watch the whip. 95. Mike, 48. It's been a long day for you.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson flushed to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Check out. We're going to 52. Here we go, 47.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll run with Elliott. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now it's Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Slam.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice
absolutely.
in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Mike, 90.
57. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Go, guys, 4 down, 4 down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Switch off, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
One left, one left.
Mike 57.
19.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Slim.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Single slot, single slot.
On first and 10, it's Wilson, and he finds Penny. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Now
it's Wilson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw is Wilson. It's caught. Lockett.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice.
And the ball is knocked out. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, 33 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Great 15. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds Howard complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Wentz now to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Good job right there. Good job right there. 14. Hey, 0-0-0. Hey, 0-0-0.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. Finding room inside the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st down, Procise. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 36, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Bang out. Let's go double count right here, double count. Check three. Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
On 1st down, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think they will stay with it.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing on second and long. Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Returnable for Lockett. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep it.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now Sproles. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Go. 180. 54. You remember. Outside, solid. Let's go, baby. Hatchet. Shit. Kill.
On first down, Wentz. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Watch out. Kill. Hey, orbit. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Coming. Right there.
To throw is Wentz. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Wentz again. They'll set up the screen to Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Howard all alone in the backfield on second and goal. Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From midfield, here's Wentz. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Now Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Wentz now on first down. He'll hit Jackson, complete. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Charles, before the game, you and I were looking at the still undefeated teams in the league, and Detroit's technically won at 2-0-1, but let's look at the 3-0 teams. The Bills, Patriots, Chiefs, Cowboys, Rams, 49ers, and Packers. I'm guessing if I ask you who would lose first, you might say Buffalo because they play New England this weekend.
I think you're right about that because that's what you look at. What's the schedule tell us? We know the 49ers are safe because they got an open week coming, so they should be okay on that one. But you would say Buffalo, even though they're at home, New England gets them. But as a wild card, putting them on upset alert, Green Bay on Thursday night with a desperate Philadelphia team coming in. You know, you've got to be really careful with that, despite the fact Green Bay's defense has been so impressive in the early going.
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Myers connects on the PAT, and it is 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Come on, fellas.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
All day, baby, all day.
Feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the feel like,